Hi everyone, this is Sam from TechReviewSG, and today we're going to showcase to you the latest product from Hollyland itself, and it's none other than the 400S. So the Mars 400S has come a long way because we have it in the Mars 300 as well as the Mars 400 and finally the Mars 400S. So this three model itself, I'll tell you the differences. Basically for the Mars 300, you don't have the application monitoring, and for the Mars 400 and 400S, the difference is that the S stands for SDI connection. Okay, let's dive into the application connection right now. So the next thing over here is that very important, we see the LED display over here. So why is this important? Because there are some things that you need to read from the LED itself. Okay, so the first thing that you want to take a look over here is this is actually the battery indicator. This will tell you whether are you low bat. So if you're full bat, right, this won't show anything, it won't reflect all. So once you see a battery indicator, you know it's time for you to charge. Okay, so the next thing over here is the USB. So the USB connection, right, you only use it when you need to upgrade your firmware. So these two are the thing that you must take note in case they're starting flash out, because most of the time you see the rest of the information but not these two. Okay, so you can compare to the transmitter and receiver, right? Both of them look the same except for certain things that you might want to take note. So what happened is that let's go to 5 and 6. 5 and 6 stands for device number and signal strength. So what happens for the device number and the signal strength, right, is indicated over here. So you know that what is your device number and signal strength that you have, okay? So these are the key important part to tell how good is your frequency. So the other essential part of it is actually the channel. So the channel that you're using right now is channel 2. So make sure that both of them are on channel 2 itself, and that's very important. And the resolution that we're doing over here is 1080 60p. Okay, it really depends on your system itself. Although in Singapore we use PAL, but most of the time with a live feed projector we might want to prefer it to be 60 so that it actually transmits at the resolution that is for the projector itself. Don't ask me why, because the projector they set this way, 1080 60. Okay, so what happens is that some I'll set to 1080 60 for the projector itself, and when I'm doing my mixing I'll set to 1080 50p for recording. So depending on your purpose, so do take note of where is your final output and what signal are you sending to it. So next thing, let's go into the transmitter itself. Alright, taking a close up. Okay, you do notice that all this is already familiar, right? So what happens is that the first thing you do is that press stop for a while. Stop button over here, just press and hold. Cool. Okay, so this thing is the one that I deliberately missed out just now, which is called the scene mode. So for application itself, right, you can choose between resolution and latency. Okay, so you can set your three mode over here. So the first thing is actually for resolution, which they define as image, maybe because it's shorter. So depending on whether do you want a better resolution, then you can set to image mode, or do you want it balanced, means that it's a mix between resolution and latency. And last one is the speed. So most of the time for me, right, I realize that I prefer image mode because I want to see how clear it is and whether it's in focus. So I'll stick to image mode. Okay, so the next one is system setting. So the good thing about this is that it comes with two languages, Chinese and English. Okay, I believe that maybe if you buy from a different country, it might come with a different language, but for right now, it's only Chinese and English. Okay, so the last one, I would say is a pairing option. Okay, I won't do it over here because it will take a while for it to pair. Okay, so the next thing that I want to compare between the transmitter and the receiver. So this is the receiver itself, right, will be quite different. So for receiver itself, the only difference is that it does not come with the scene. So means every time when you need to set the scene mode, you have to go back to the transmitter, which is the one on the camera. Okay, the transmission system. You have to go back to the transmission system so that you know that what is the scene mode that you're set at, which I usually don't touch it. Okay, what about the receiver and what does it does? Okay, let me switch to receiver. Alright, so coming back to receiver itself, same thing when you press the stop button and you go in. So okay, so that's the difference. The transmitter itself set the SIM mode and the receiver itself will set the channel scan. So let's say you tell that what are the channel scan is available over here. So you see that 3 is available, 6 is available, 7 is available, and 8 is available. So you can switch to any of this mode in case you want to check a different signal. But most of the time I'll just set to auto. Same thing, you can do pairing, so you can pair both of it together so that it's paired at the same time. And the last one is the version info. So what happened is that both of them have version info, so there are times whereby you need to do a firmware upgrade, and later we're going to do a video tutorial on how to upgrade the firmware for the wireless transmitter system. And the last we go back to exit. Alright, so showcase to you how the thing actually look like. Okay, so this is being shot on the Fujifilm new flagship model, the XT4. So XT4 will showcase like the overlay and what format it's shooting in. And right now it's shooting HLG. Shutter speed, everything pretty clear. There's no latency over here. Very good. The signal is fantastic. It's shooting in a HLG format, so you can see it's a bit flat profile, I would say. Okay, so let's go back to the tutorial itself. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do right now is that we're going to go through the flash indicator. So to take note that this will be the next video tutorial, so hope you guys will stay tuned while I upload my next video on the firmware upgrade of the Mars 400S. So see you guys, that's all for now.